now there's not going to be a quiz and you'll look better if you raise your hand. Great. So for all of you who just lied and don't know this story, let me tell you. According to Lindsay, she met Garrett when she joined eHarmony, which she did because I peer pressured her into doing it. I came home one night to our apartment in DC and said, Linz, I've got this great idea. We're gonna join eHarmony, we're gonna meet some dudes, it's gonna be totally great. We only have like 2 friends in this whole city, so what do we have to lose? And she did it. Because everyone who knows Lindsay knows that she can be very easily persuaded into doing things that she doesn't want to do. No. So not only does she claim that I peer pressured her into joining, she also alleges that I then abandoned her. I just quit the site, I didn't tell her that I had done it, and I just left her alone in this like intimidating world of online dating. This is her version of events, and I would like to take this opportunity to tell everyone that that story that you've all been hearing for years is completely true. I did that. I'm really sorry. I just couldn't. But the thing is, Lindsay has always been the brave one. She's the one that sticks out with online dating sites after her friend lies to her and runs out. She is the one that moves to Texas with Garrett after like a minute. I mean, technically 9 months, but like a minute. And she's the one that voluntarily spends all day helping smelly, hormonal teenagers process their feelings. Like, that is terrifying. Lindsay, not only are you brave, but you are kind and you are good and smart, and you're the most loyal, weirdest, shortest friend that I have ever had the honor of knowing. And you have finally found this man who is such a good match for you, and I'm not saying that just because he bragged you with candy from like day 1 of your relationship. True fact.
I know.
But I'm very happy for you, my brave, brave best friend of 12 years, that you have found this man. So Lindsay and Garrett. And now the best man is going to try to follow that. Good luck.
Well, that's right, my friends. Put those hands together for your best man, Billy Duffy.
Wow, that's a little tough to follow. I'm truly honored to be here tonight in front of you as Garrett's best man. It means a lot to me. I wanted to reiterate what Meghan said. Thank you to Mr. and Mrs. Brustein for a fabulous rehearsal dinner last night, and to Mr. and Mrs. Hearn for tonight. This party's just getting started. I would also like to start off with a disclaimer. I'm going to apologize to you in advance, Mr. Brustein, because I know I will not use proper grammar. And for those of you who do not have to start a speech with a disclaimer like this, you must have paid attention in English, which was boring as hell. So sorry in advance. He's been riding me for the last 20 years, correcting my grammar, and it's probably going to continue for the next, 30 to 45 minutes. So, I remember the day I met Garrett. We were in 5th grade, Pinewood Elementary, Timonium, Maryland, and Miss Yohannick, my mom kind of, stole my thunder last night, so thanks. Miss Yohannick was our 5th grade teacher. She pulled me aside and said, tomorrow we will be welcoming a new student. His name is Garrett. I want you to make sure that he's integrated with the class, has somebody sit next to at lunch, and is not left out in the kickball or soccer game. So the next day, I got to class. She pulled me aside and said, this is Garrett. Garrett, this is Billy. And kind of left me at that. So we became very good friends very quickly, and a lot of the weekends were spent at my parents' house, hanging out with my brother, or we were over at the Brustein residence, eating pixie sticks until we fell asleep. But, so I know Miss Yohannick is not here, but I want to thank her for this arranged friendship, because the Lord, and I'm not going to leave Dara out, everyone knows that I needed it. But I'm going to reiterate a lot of what every other groomsman said last night about Garrett. Garrett embodies everything you want in a best friend. He is genuine, he's loyal, he's generous, he's always there, and he's just an all-around great guy. And on top of that, he has the same appreciation for fine art coming out of Hollywood like Dumb and Dumber and Joe Dirt. It's true. So, you know, as I was thinking about this, I went back over, we've had a 20-year friendship, and you've only disappointed me twice. The first time was our 8th grade formal, and man, I had a crush, and I wanted to take her to the dance. I mustered up the courage, I asked her. She rejected me, which was standard for that part of my life, and probably is pretty standard still. So I thought, what's next best? You know what, I'm gonna make a second run at this, at the dance. I just need a wingman. There, you're it. We had plans to meet at the entrance to Grand Ridgely Middle School, which is beautiful. If you haven't driven by it, you should check it out. And I'm dressed up, I'm waiting for Garrett to get there, and I see the Brewstein car approaching, and yes, this is going down. And Dara's the only one that hops out of the car. I'm like, where's your brother?